Neighbors' pies. Every morning, leaving my apartment, I would catch the delightful aroma of fresh baking coming from behind my neighbor's door. The smell of cinnamon was especially intoxicating, sweet, warm, and cozy like home. One day in the elevator, I bumped into its source, a young man carrying a baking sheet that smelled as if he had just stepped out of a fairy tale bakery. His name was Alexei, and he turned out to be a pastry chef at a local cafe. I decided that the best way to win his heart was to demonstrate my culinary talent. Choosing a day when he was supposed to return home late in the evening, I set to work. My plan was brilliant: to bake a chocolate cinnamon cake using my grandmother's recipe. I prepared meticulously, bought the best ingredients, including expensive Belgian chocolate and Ceylon cinnamon. But in the cooking process, I was so nervous that I mixed up the salt and sugar jars. The result was catastrophic. The cake looked perfect, evenly baked with a glossy glaze, but tasted like seawater with a hint of chocolate. In despair, I still went to Alexei, holding my culinary masterpiece in trembling hands. When he took the first bite, his face expressed a full range of emotions, from a polite smile to genuine shock. "Interesting," he said, washing down the cake with a large gulp of water. "An original combination." Instead of throwing the cake away, Alexei invited me into his kitchen. "Let's try to save your creation," he suggested with a smile. We spent 2 hours on it, adding honey, fruits, and even a bit of chili pepper to balance the flavor. That's when the idea for our joint blog, Unsweetened Stories, was born. The first post with the recipe for chocolate salted cake with an unexpected character went viral. People wrote that it was the most honest dessert they had ever tasted. Alexei and I have now been together for 6 months. Our small kitchen has turned into a creative lab where we experiment with flavors. Recently, we launched a line of unsweetened desserts for people who don't like overly sweet treats. And that very failed cake became our talisman. Alexei confessed that he fell in love with me the moment he saw me blushing while explaining my culinary mistake. "You were so sincere and vulnerable," he says. And yes, we still occasionally bake that same cake when we want to remember how it all began. Only now we definitely know where the salt is and where the sugar is.